Hi, my love. This is going to be your love reading. Before I get started, I just want to let everybody know that I am offering a love reading sale all through the month of February. So if you would like a love reading, they are $35. And you can book your session by clicking the link in the description box. So my love, you are asking about just where is your love going? Like, what does your love life look like? And then you want to know in terms of there's like a certain X. So we're going to kind of just dive into that. So the decks that I'm going to be working with for you are the Victorian Romantic Tarot. This is the 3rd edition. I'm going to be using the Romance Angels Oracle and the Black Moon Astrology Oracle for you. So we're just going to kind of dive right in. Before we even look into the X, I want to just look into the energy of your love life. So I'm going to pull for that first. The energy of your love life. We have King of Pentacles, the Star, 6 of Pentacles. That King of Pentacles is kind of looking like who you are in this situation, like how the energy that you're embracing. Let me do this so you can see. The energy you're embracing in this situation. A King of Pentacles is patient, okay? He's very patient. He's very methodical. He's very grounded, okay? So the energy of your relationship, or not your relationship, your love life right now, King of Pentacles is saying you need to remain grounded. You need to remain patient. Okay. And really see things for what they are, as people may enter your life or you may have an interest or whatnot. The Star card is also popping up for you, which is a symbol for me of healing, a healing process, which I'm sure you don't want to hear, because I feel like, you know, you're kind of just over it and ready for love. At least that's the energy I'm reading from you. And then the 6 of Pentacles is popping up, which is telling me that you give so much of yourself when you are ready to be involved with somebody, and it's almost like you're giving more than you're willing to receive. So I feel like there's kind of like an off balance with that. And that's going to be something that you're going to have to learn the next time over as you get involved in a new relationship. I feel like you will be. I just feel like right now it's kind of saying more personal. This is more time for you and not so much like another person. Okay, the oracle cards that I pulled, I have religious factors in reversed. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. It's in reversed. Is there, and so I want to say, because I know I read for you a long time ago. And it's almost like some of the parts of the reading are coming back to me, like I can kind of remember some of it. But I want to say, was religion a factor in a relationship that broke off? Like, was the other person involved not ready to be out? Okay? Not ready to be open with their sexuality and their relationship. Because this is coming up in a reversal. The other card is deceit in reversed. So I usually don't pay attention to these things because they don't always ring true. But it's someone is wearing a false mask, a false self mask in this relationship. Deception, sorry, not deceit, deception. That's coming up in reverse. Now, we're going to be going into the X, but I'm willing to bet that this is about the X, okay? Especially because for some reason this one's ringing true to me, that like there was either the X wasn't ready to be out and open with their sexuality, and maybe that was a factor of why you guys didn't work out. They weren't ready to be in a relationship or that kind of thing. But the deception card is kind of making me feel like this person is still not 100%. They're not 100% with themselves. And I feel like it's like they're not 100% with you. If that makes sense. Because the deception card is almost like it's just somebody who's putting on a mask and they're pretending to be somebody that they are not. Pisces, I believe, came up. So this energy for your love life right now, I believe is you are the one that's holding out hope for this. You have such a heart. You are holding out hope. You put the benefit of the doubt out there for other people, even somebody who may have been deceptive of you, okay? Somebody who was maybe taking more than you were, taking more of you and not giving in return. So you are the one that holds a lot of that space. You give a person the benefit of the doubt. You have such an open heart. You are so free. I feel like it's constant taking advantage. I feel like it's a constant miscommunication. I feel like Spirit is putting these cards in reverse to kind of say that Spirit is putting a pause to this factor of the X. But that's just what I feel intuitively. So let's dive into the X now. Let's look into it, my love. Because that's like where my intuition is taking me, but I don't want to assume. Let's pull cards too. But intuitively, this is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like Spirit is saying they are putting a halt to this X being a part of your life because this person is not good for you at the moment, or this person is not even good for themselves yet. So they're not prepared to be in a relationship. I also feel like you have such a big heart and you are the one that's holding out hope. You have faith. You believe that things can be better. You see, okay, because as a Pisces card, you see the goodness in people even at their worst. But it's almost like Spirit is saying it's not going to happen. Not right now. Maybe not even ever, but it's at least right now. That's kind of what's showing up. Okay, so we have the Two of Pentacles. This is reading about the dynamic with you and the X. We have the Justice card popping up. And we have the Ten of Wands. That's a tough situation, my love. Justice coming up at the core is kind of saying, there's a lot of, to me, there's like a lot of unfairness happening. More so to you. And it's almost like you deserve better is what I'm feeling, okay? The Two of Pentacles, you are constantly weighing your options. You're constantly doing this, especially when it comes to the X, okay? Especially because it's like you're weighing out your options. Do I give this person another chance? Do I hold out hope? Do I move on? Like you're constantly asking yourself those questions. And then the Ten of Wands is kind of revealing with this X energy is an uphill battle. It is a lot of energy that you're going to have to put forward into it to see if something even comes out of it. Okay. So I feel like right off the bat with the cards, it just kind of looks to me like it's very, very difficult. Almost like you're going against the grain. And I feel like as much as I wish I could give you a positive, a positive answer, I don't feel like this is going to be going in your favor. So I pulled, it is safe for you to love, but it's coming up in reversed. And I feel like that's kind of saying no. That with this X, it's not safe for you to love this person. That it's not what you want it to be. I also pulled the reconciliation card, but it also came up in reversed. So reconciliation is usually like when you guys come together and you can make amends. But that's coming up in reversed as well. And that's telling me that it is not meant to happen. Will it ever happen? It possibly can be because, you can totally change your future. But it just depends. And I feel like it's not more so depending on you, it's the other person. Taurus, Taurus is all about the material. Okay, the material things in life, the good stuff. And it's kind of like this person doesn't have. Almost like that's how I'm seeing it. It's like this person doesn't have all of the qualities that you deserve. I pulled the 10th house. This is the world. And to me, like the world in tarot is an ending, a conclusion, the finality of something. And then I have Saturn or the Truth. Oh, my love. So the Truth, Saturn is the energy of putting a stop to things. Saturn will pause or literally put a break in a path. And the Truth card is popping up. So it's kind of saying sometimes you have to see things for what it really is. And perhaps what you are missing here is that it is not the time. It is not the right time. I'm not going to sit here and tell you it is not ever the right time, because that's meant for you two to decide on your own. You know, if you do decide to reconcile differences and whatnot, that's up to you. But based on what the cards are showing me, this anything happening with the ex in this moment, anything that's happening is not going to be happening. It's just not. At least that's what the way I'm reading it. And again, I hate giving negative, or not negative, but just like, I don't know if this is what you wanted to hear, kind of a message, but I don't bullshit when I read for my clients. So I tell it like it is, and I just try to deliver in the best way I can. So we have some time because the love readings are good for 20 minutes. So I want to look into what can you do now, okay? What can we do? What can you do to prepare yourself for love? What can you do to invite love? Let's look into that. Because I feel like we're just beating a dead horse if we continue with the ex. I really want to just kind of change the vibration of the reading. So let's look at what you could do to prepare to be a better version of yourself for love. This one wants to come out, and so does this one. Two of Cups, Three of Wands. First off, the Two of Cups is the way you communicate with someone. It's kind of making me feel like the way that you communicate with somebody, being able to trust somebody, being able to open up. Okay, so when it comes to the way that you expand or you prepare yourself for love, you need to make sure that you are in an energy where you feel like you can express and open yourself up, open your heart. You need to be ready. Okay, and by that, it leads us to the Three of Wands, which is looking elsewhere, looking outside of your boundaries, looking to see what else is out there. And I feel like this is saying you have to let go of the ex. You have to cut the strings. You have to be able to be ready to look at what else is out there in the world, okay? So first things I'm going to say is that Two of Cups, cutting the strings with somebody that you have so much of a strong connection to, your ex, any ties with them, you got to cut it off and let it go. That same Six of Pentacles card came up. Like I said, the give and take. You have to be willing to be giving 100% of yourself to this next person that comes into your life. There cannot be an ex involved. The other thing I'm getting from the Six of Pentacles is like a symbol of what you give, you will receive. So what energies you put out into the world, you are going to receive that kind of stuff. So if you're putting the intention out there of not being over an ex, you're only going to be receiving that kind of stuff back. And we want to get you out of that. We want to get you out of that mindset. Okay. So really be aware of the kind of energy that you were putting out into the world in terms of love. If you want to attract a certain type of love, a certain type of a person, you really need to actually be that kind of a person. You know what I mean? If you are putting out the energies of looking into the past and being sprung on an ex, you're going to only receive people who are sprung on their exes as well. And then, of course, obviously, that's not a dynamic for a successful relationship. That's just two people coming together so that they could talk about their exes. Page of Cups came up, Seven of Wands. So Seven of Wands is you got to fight for it. Seven of Wands is kind of saying you got to fight for love, what you know you deserve. You're going to have to work for it, okay? The Page of Cups is popping up. This is new love on the way. This is a message. This is somebody who will be stepping into your world, but you're going to have to fight for it. And maybe that is, maybe you have to fight off the past, okay? Maybe this ex still has connections to you, but if you're willing to open your heart to someone entirely new, you might have to cut off strings with this ex. That might be what that Seven of Wands is telling you. That's really interesting to me, because if you're not willing to let go of the ex and someone new is trying to get your attention, they're not going to want to fight for that attention. They're going to, they're going to move on. So you don't want to pass up those opportunities. And then of course the Emperor is here. So obviously this is just new, fresh energy that's coming forward. And I just feel like once you get your mind away from the ex, you're going to start seeing new prospects coming out. Okay. We have the 9th house, faith. Having faith that love will happen. Just because it's not happening with the person that you want it to happen with doesn't mean it's not going to happen at all. And that is a channeled message for you, my love. I feel like your guide is like, no, he needs to hear this. So I feel like that's what it is. That's what they're saying. Your spirit guide is kind of wanting you to know, just because it ain't happening with the one you want doesn't mean it's not going to happen at all. And I love it. I love that the hand is there. It's like, you need to listen to this. At least that's how I'm like seeing it in my mind, what your spirit guide is saying. Your spirit guide has a lot of like sass to them. Neptune is popping up with the sacrifice. You have to make a sacrifice to receive a gain. We always have to do that. If you want something, you're going to have to sacrifice something to get what you want. And this sacrifice could simply be sacrificing your past, sacrificing the ex. Okay. It could be as simple as that, letting go of the past so that you could receive something for your future. I am on fire right now. I can feel it. Like when I connect with, when I'm connecting with spirit and I'm connecting with the energy, I feel it. And that's how I feel right now. So let's see what's one more message spirit has for you about this. Transformation, Pluto. Transformation, my love, you will change. And that's what the energies are saying. Spirit is saying, if you want love, and we're not talking about the ex, if you want love, you need to change. You have to change. And then you will receive whoever this Page of Pentacles / Emperor is. Okay? Someone is out there for you. But if you want it, you got to get rid of this past stuff. Because this new person isn't going to put up with that. Codependency came up. Codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. What are you addicted to? Are you addicted to the past? Because if you're nodding right now and you're like, oh yeah, then there you go. That is exactly what you got to get rid of. We were just talking about that. So making your sacrifice. Codependency. Let's pull some more of these romance cards. These are like so on point. We got deception in reverse again. So again, I feel like it's like, what are you getting rid of? What are you codependent of? The ex who is giving you a face. They're telling you they're one way, but then they're really not. They're not ready for love right now. They're just playing you, my love. They're making you think that way. That's a game. It's a game, okay? Oh, what is this? Separation and reversed. So separation says time apart from your partner is on the horizon. It's in the reversal. You are already been separated. Think of it as a blessing in disguise, okay? Think of it as a blessing in disguise. I feel like Spirit is kind of just saying, you guys are already apart. We already made this happen. Now it's like, we got to keep you apart because something or someone better is on the way. Someone who's more stable. Emperor energy is stable energy. This is somebody who is a boss. This is somebody who is going to handle business. This is someone who's going to, take care of you and vice versa. So we got to get rid of this stuff. This is the past. You got to let the past be in the past. If we had hope that this would happen, that the past would become your future again, For some reason, Spirit is wanting you to say, goodbye. It's not happening. So let's aim for a new direction for you with love, and let's see what happens when you do divert your energy and when you do cut those cords and you get rid of the past. So, my love, with that, this concludes your love reading. Thank you so much for allowing me to connect with you. If you have any questions about the reading, please send me an email. I'll do my best to respond as I have time. And anyone who's watching, if you would like a love reading, they are $35 for the month of February. So go ahead and click that link, book your session, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye, my loves.